good. Look at this. Good afternoon, world. We're down at Owl Beach today, playing with Story's sand toys, appreciating where we are. Story's nanny sent us this lovely picnic blanket from the UK. It feels really luxurious. We're just sitting here. Perfect little setup for an afternoon of sand toys. What's that you've got?
I got a pirate patch.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did nanny send you that?
Yeah.
So if you've been watching the vlogs recently, you'll know we've just come back from a little vacation to Siargao city, which is the next island along. We're currently living on Siargao Island, and we have to say, it's been a bit of an eye-opener. Now, we really love Siargao Island, but one thing that we have said recently, it is very expensive for property here. It is much more expensive than some of the other places we've seen in the Philippines. And there's no denying that Siargao Island is a very special place to live. But when we got to this island, we were locked down here and we didn't really have much of an experience outside of this place. Now that we've been off the island just a little bit and we can see what other options there are, it definitely does make you think about what choices we should make in the future. If we were going to buy somewhere or if we were going to invest in property, would we want to stay on this island and pay the premium? Is Siargao Island worth it to pay so much more when you could get so much more for your money 2 hours away on the next island? It's definitely a discussion that we're going to be having more and more of, especially if we get a chance to explore more of the Philippines when all of the COVID crisis is relaxed and we can actually travel properly. So you probably already know that before we moved here to Siargao, we were living in Portugal. And one thing that is definitely clear is that you can actually get a lot more for your money in Portugal than you can in Siargao Island. There's probably quite a lot of people out there that don't realise that. I mean, you think Europe is going to be expensive. I thought it'd be interesting to show you the kind of things you can get for your money there in comparison to this, because it's definitely something to think about. To clarify, Sasha and I definitely feel like there is more for us here life-wise than there is in Portugal right now. So I don't think we're going to be moving anywhere else anytime soon. But it is interesting to think that you can get something bigger and possibly more land in Europe than you can here on this island in the Philippines. I don't reckon a lot of people would think that. So before I share those European property prices, just for interest, I'm going to play some sand castles with Story because she's been bugging me for this all day. Do you want to make it really big or should we make it small? What do you think?
Big.
Really big?
Yeah.
Or medium?
Big.
What are we building then?
We're building a volcano.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're not making a castle anymore?
No. Not even a church.
No? You don't want to make a church?
No.
You want to make a volcano. How are we going to do this then?
You have to put lots of sand on here.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then we can make a volcano.
How do we make the volcano bit?
You could dig a little hole in there.
Oh, on the top?
Yeah.
For the lava?
Yeah.
That's a really good technique, Story.
Yeah.
It's looking really good.
Yeah. Now you could put lava inside.
Alright, that's the lava going back in. It's a different colour as well, so it does actually look like a sand sculpture. Well done. She's off, exploring the beach.
Daddy!
It's so much faster now. Alright, she's gone off to see if she can find a coconut to use as a helmet. The world is her playground right now. Oh, I think she's found one. Alright, while Story's been off playing quickly, I did a quick search to see what properties were available for under 100,000 euros, which is about 5.5 million pesos. Check this out, this is one of the first things I found. It's 70,000 euros, needs a bit of work, but it comes with its own vineyard, the view of the sea, and I don't know, it's a pretty beautiful looking place. This is in the Azores in Portugal. Sorry, I have to take a quick break from what I was saying because Story wants to put this hat on my head. Come on then, put it on. Is this my new hard hat?
Yeah.
And what's it for?
Getting waves for you.
To protect me from the waves?
Yeah.
When I go on your pirate ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
First, yeah.
Okay.
And then I have to put this pirate patch on you.
Okay, go on then. Pirate patch on. It's hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here, bring this down like that.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Aha! There you go.
How do I look? Like it?
Yeah.
Let's do pirate face. Arr. Who's the best pirate? Arr.
Me.
Yeah? Go on then, you need the patch then. Whoa, check you out. pirate story. Do your
Let me see on the other.
arr. Do you like living by the sea?
Yeah.
Like a pirate?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need a boat now, don't you? Okay, back to what I was talking about. So that house was a 3-bedroom house with 2,400 square meters of land. So that's about half an acre of land. 1 acre is 4,000 square meters. And 70,000 euros is about just under 4 million pesos. Now, for a comparison, it costs about 30,000 per square meter here on Siargao Island. Most people here have told me that's the average price now because just it's shot up so much. Whereas if we were to move to somewhere else in the Philippines, like in Siargao, you can get land for about 2,000 pesos per square meter. I mean, this is all dependent. If you're living right by the coast near to GL, the prices are going to be really high. But I reckon with COVID and everything, the prices up north in Siargao will start to drop quite a lot.
Nice.
You done it?
Yeah, look.
Oh wow, Story's been packing her toys away nicely because I said we can go over to the Thai swings. YOLO?
Yo-ho-ho.
Oh, it's a YOLO, do you know what that means?
No.
Only live once. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
YOLO. I didn't forget YOLO. Ready to have some fun? Woohoo! 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Who wins? Of course. Practicing your balancing. Not bad. Still is collecting up some old figs, I think they are. What are you going to do with those?
I'm going to make a human out of them.
What, a human shape?
Yeah.
Okay. Little art project by the beach, yeah? So I was just doing a little calculation in my head. If the average price around here these days is 30,000 pesos per square metre, which is about 600 British pounds per square metre, for the same money as that house, you would only get like about 130 square metres of land, whereas in Siargao you would get over 10 times as much. So I really can't wait to be able to get out there and explore and see what other options there are for like permanent base living here. In a dream world, it would be nice to have a place to live in Europe somewhere and a place to live in Asia. The Asian place would definitely be the Philippines, and in Europe we would definitely choose Portugal. But that's just a dream. We can't afford anything right now, to be honest.
Oh, the tire swings.
Yeah? Are you happy here, Story?
Yeah.
Do you like living here?
Yeah, I like when the tire swings.
You like living by the tyre swings? Should we go and play? Yeah. Woo! How's the picnic blanket? Does it fit? I think you need to hold the handle as well. That's it. Alright, let's go back. Alright, we're heading back home. We're going to get some popcorn, some snacks. So many of you guys know we're just renting at the moment. This is where we're renting. So the rent that we pay on this house is almost exactly the same as what we were paying in Portugal, but the utilities are definitely cheaper here in the Philippines apart from the internet. What are you making?
I'm making a smoothie for lunch for us all. So it is going to be watermelon, obviously, with banana, acai and flaxseed powders in there currently.
I also just made a fresh batch of popcorn for Story. She's watching a movie. She chose the Gruffalo's Child. She said she was feeling sweaty and needed a rest. Check this out. As she falls asleep like this is anybody's guess. She's looking so long now. I don't know what's going on with this bendy arm situation either. It's getting darker already. Seen a bit of colour over there from the bedroom window. Let me show you what I found on the computer just now. Story's just about to have a plate of snacks. Peanut butter there, looks like a vegan cookie. Apples. Look at her, just lounging around today. Well, it is Sunday, it's allowed, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, I've got the same snacks as well. Check this out. Look at these prices. So this is in Malinao, which is near to General Luna. A lot size of 9,000 square meters. 22,000 per square meter. So 22,000 times 9,000, 198 million, or at the current British exchange rate, about £3 million. Here's some more prices. 30,000, 15,000, 27,000, 16,000, all pretty high up there. Let's quickly work out this big one here. This is what you get. Let's put this one into US dollars for our American viewers. So this is about 660 US dollars per square meter. And that's for 3.5 hectares, which is about 30,000 square meters. Okay, I haven't done this calculation yet. Let's see how shocking it is. So 30,000 pesos times 30,500 square meters, 915 million pesos, 20 million US dollars. What? No way. Am I getting these calculations wrong? That is crazy. I'm doing this right, aren't I?
Well, maths is not either of our specialities.
No, but it's pretty clear there. It says 30,000 per square meter and 30,000 square meters, or 3.05 hectares. So yeah, that's 20 million US dollars.
Wow.
For this lot in General Luna. It doesn't even look great. It looks like Cloud9. Okay, so this is Cloud9, the most famous area in General Luna, so that's why you're paying for that. And it goes to show that Siargao prices are very different from other places we've heard of.
Yeah, I think we'll stick to renting.
Let's find the cheapest one on this website, okay? Let's find the cheapest property for sale. So this is the cheapest one we found so far. 3,000 square meters on Daku Island, which is where our friend Chim took us to. It's located here. They're charging 5,000 pesos per square meter. 15 million pesos, or 230,769 pounds for almost an acre of land on Daku Island. But still, I mean, Daku
just for
is,
land as well. Like then you would then have to build a house on top of that.
Yeah, and also bring your utilities here, because this is Daku.
Yeah.
You know, it's not on Siargao even. It's like, even they've only just recently started getting electricity there, haven't they?
Yeah, it's like a 20-minute boat ride.
Yeah. So if you compare that brief encounter with prices with what I found on the Portugal website in Europe, you can see how we've been a bit shocked by the prices here. You know, it is a lot to pay for somewhere in the Philippines, especially if you don't know how it feels here.
Yeah.
Like, I love Siargao Island, it's brilliant here, but the rental prices are much cheaper than the purchasing prices, aren't they?
Yeah. We're way, way, way out of budget to buy anything here. I know quite a few people have asked us, are you going to buy a house or build a house and things like that, and as much as we have considered it quite a lot and we would love to, but we would never ever be able to afford Siargao to actually buy and build something.
Also, we've been told that within the last 10 years these prices have inflated to this much because of popularity.
Yeah.
It wasn't half this, it was like a tenth of this 8 years ago, and people are paying like 40,000 for 800 peso square meter land now.
Well,
so maybe this crisis will reduce prices down again.
The pandemic might deflate the property price, maybe.
Well, I think there will be some desperate cases, people selling for COVID rates, but still, I mean, come on.
I don't know, I didn't see what property you showed in Portugal, but you can actually buy a fully renovated 3-bedroom house in Portugal in the central regions for £60,000. So that's
I did, I showed stuff like that. It's crazy how cheap it is there. I mean, that shocked us on the other side of the scale. There's a lot to think about, but I definitely think as we travel around the Philippines and we discover other areas we like, we'll start to see the prices that are actually more realistic, because Siargao is really pumping it up.
Yeah, our little trip off the island the other day, it's really made us kind of want to get travelling again, and definitely staying on Siargao for long term, and definitely using it as a base once travel opens up again. I know there's so much more out there that we want to see, and there was some ideas that we had about Story's birthday and places that we could have gone to, and it looks like we're not going to be able to do anything until at least next year now. So
do you know what I miss? Long drives. Well, that sounds stupid, but I mean, like, when you live in Europe or in America and you're doing like minimum 24-hour day-long drives, you know, to get to another country, just being able to put the music on and prepare for a long trip, and you know, like, I remember when we put Story's little iPad or her little tablet on the back of the chair. I was thinking that there's no point in having a tablet in the car now, because by the time she's at her destination, it wouldn't even finish one film. I miss that.
Yeah, the longest drive we do on the island is probably an hour.
Yeah, which is why when the travel opens up a little bit, that's how we'll start. We'll start by going over to Siargao in the car, and then exploring that landmass because it's the closest one.
And I think there's a lot to see over there.
Oh yeah.
Especially talking to the owners of the hotel and the restaurant that we met. They were all really enthusiastic about Siargao and telling us about the tourist places to go to and things that we just didn't know.
Yeah, and
was
also
there.
I don't think many people would know about that area. So that's kind of what we do. We go to places that are unconventional and show the cool side of everything. And then we go to the tourist places too. Okay, I've just been doing a little bit more research to make this comparison a little bit more interesting. This was like a 2-minute search. I found a property in one of our favourite places in Portugal, in the Algarve, which is like where everyone wants to live. 15 hectares of land, so that's 15,000 square metres. A caretaker's cabin, an old farmhouse, an old watermill. Here's a little preview of the images to show you what's on the land and what you're looking at from your property. It does say it needs a bit of renovation, but 345,000 euros. So let's do the reverse and bring that back into pesos. At the current exchange rate, that property would cost you just under 4 million pesos in comparison. And if anyone's getting confused by the numbers now, just remember a minute ago we found a property that was almost 200 million pesos. So I think if you're looking to retire and buy somewhere, definitely consider South Europe. If you're looking to rent somewhere and have like an island experience that's different somewhere in the Philippines, consider Siargao, or wait for the prices to start dropping down because Siargao is pretty expensive. I think I might have opened Pandora's box with this subject. Sasha's just been looking through all of the properties for sale. It is always an interesting thing to see though, isn't it? Yeah. Definitely. So I thought we would do today's shout outs while we're both sitting down, starting with a happy birthday to Ed Izareta, who is living in Saudi Arabia.
Happy birthday, Ed!
And that was from your brother, Rosario Izareta. Next up, we've got a belated happy birthday to Nick, who turned 70 on August the 27th, and that came from your wife, Gloria.
You guys are in Bournemouth in the UK. We know the area quite well, don't we? Hello to you both.
Now a little happy birthday to G Jet, and that was on September the 10th, so belated again.
Hope you had a great day, G.
Next shout out comes from Francis Sook,
who is shouting out to her husband, Junior. Hello, Junior. Daughter Abby, son Aidan, and your dog Lisa. And also we're saying hello to your mum, who is in Sitio Perico, a farm 14 kilometres outside Siargao. Hello, Rosario Guimari.
And the whole Guimari clan in Siargao City.
Hello, Tizra and Diva.
Tizra and David, that was supposed to be.
Yes, that is saying hello to the couple who are calling their baby girl Story when she is born in October. We're looking forward to seeing pictures of baby.
That is it for today's shout outs. Hope you enjoyed today's video, found it informative, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.